Okay, my name is Davidson Nwosu. I represent Toast 90.3 FM Imo State, Nigeria. One of the misconceptions about is the issue of blood. When these whole issues happen, women are blamed. You start hearing this issue of what led you to his house, what are you putting on, why were you walking stark naked, and all that. Forgetting that even in places where any lady's body is covered and all that, such things happen. In fact, research has shown that the tendency of violating a woman sexually is even higher where the woman's body is covered. In areas where if a woman is naked, people are walking around naked. Such thing doesn't happen even in the past, including this when the Stone Age. So the misconception here is the blame game instead of looking at helping the survivor of the victim and also making sure that the perpetrator is punished. So as regards to this training, we advance a lot, even from what I've known before. Look at the manner in reporting these whole issues and how to help the survivor, how to push and protect in as much as we try to push to help the survivor. You also protect the image of the survivor and anything that can lead to pointing at this particular person who has been violated sexually by anybody, good law or whatever. That's it. That law has been it's been a very wonderful law, and fortunately it has been domesticated in Imo State since 2021, and we've gotten a conviction in Imo State a few months ago for using that law. Actually, it was an incident where a pastor actually sexually molested or violated the right of a woman, a church member, and all that. So now the VAP law is there, and one thing I like about the VAP law is it's not only talking about the perpetrator. It also has a whole lot of punishment on enablers, that people call enablers, those who participated in the process, and it also protects the survivor and the victim. So that's one thing I know about the VAP law, and the whole lot is something that every government in Nigeria, the state government in Nigeria, should, as much as possible, try to pass it into law in their state. Although I found out the issue of after passing a law at the National Assembly, it has to be domesticated in the state. So what if the governor or the House of Assembly members are guilty of the laws so they just look at it and go. So a law is a law irrespective of where, so far as it's passed in Nigeria, because the state operates under the Nigerian laws. Any law made in the state that is contrary to this law made in the National Assembly cannot stand. So I don't see the reason why it should be domesticated in the first place. It should be enforceable all over the country because it is a law. So that is it. So as for me, that law is highly important, and the implementation is very, very key because it will help to reduce and end some of this violence, social violence, experience on daily basis in our communities and in our society. So our center reporting is very simple. Initially, before now, some media houses pay more attention to the perpetrator, and nobody cares about the survivor, the victim. For example, what is happening in the Northeast. Everybody's paying attention to the Boko Haram and the bandits, how to bring them back to the society, help them and all that, repented Boko Haram and all that. Nobody's talking about the impact of the actions in the localities. The women there, nobody's giving them support, nobody cares about them. And it's a big problem. And you go and you train these criminals, you send them back to the same society that they've destroyed. So now, the truth of the matter is, when you are reporting this issue, you should pay more attention to the victim because they also need support. The support shouldn't go to the criminal, no. They all need support. The survivor needs support because this person is going to live with trauma all over his or her life. And this person will even have what we call withdrawal syndrome. This person will withdraw from the society and all that. So that is it. Number one, if it is possible, go to the place where this issue happened, ask people around questions, especially relatives and even possibly the victim. You can, if it is an online, you can use Google to check. You can use so many other tools to verify some of these things. Then you can also, if there's medical records, also check medical records. There are also tools, because if a child or a man is violated sexually, it's expected that this person will go to hospital. The doctor will look at the person clinically and ascertain if there's a penetration or there's a tampering or whatever. So, and that is a very strong fact. Imo State, like I said, which is where is my place of primary assignment, for example. So we'll have the backlog in Imo State, but our problem is the implementation. So in the action plan, one of our goal, the main goal is to see that there's a structure for the implementation of the backlog in Imo State. One of the structure is let there be agency, let there be sex center, and let there be a support and a closure for survivors, and let there be the full punishment should be implemented. If you rape a minor, whatever you do with a minor when it comes to sexuality, he or she cannot consent, and the Bible says life imprisonment, and there's no truth about it. There are a whole lot to tell them, and before here I'm able to read so many things. I've gone through the VAP law, I've done a whole lot of personal training, so I encourage some of them to do personal training, do personal development programs for themselves. Do not wait only with CIRDDOC or any other things. Why you're a journalist is because you're expected to do research. In other ways, you can actually step down the training because helping in one word, especially those in my office.